Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and leave a comment if you're enjoying these videos. We're going to look at another knife today, and the knife on the table today is a company that I was not familiar with until actually I came across this knife. And it is a company called WithArmour. And I believe that they originated in China and now are in the States. If you look it up, you can find out more information about that. And they have a different variety of knives that they make. This one is the WithArmour Avalon. And it has a blade length of 3.5 inches. Open, it's 8.15 inches, so good size knife. Closed, it is 4.65 inches. So good size to it. It gives you a good grip on the hand and that, so that you different size hands can work this knife quite well. The steel on this is a D2 steel, and the handle is a G10 scale on this side and the stainless steel on this side. And you can also see that it is a frame lock system on it as well. Pocket clip is a right hand only, tip up carry, pretty much a deep carry pocket clip. It is a flipper opening, and it does have a lanyard hole at the back, and it's got open spine with the barrel spacers, and it does have jimping as well on the back of the blade. It is a ball bearing pivot on here, and these knives, I managed to get this one from Warriors and Wonders in Vancouver, and they carry them at a really reasonable price, considering you get D2 steel and ball bearing pivot and G10, well, one G10 scale. They're like 30 bucks. So it's pretty decent, and the pivot on it actually works pretty good. This would be a really good EDC for somebody looking for a budget EDC and wanting like a D2 steel and that. Yeah, it would be good. I'm not a big fan of the mixed handle. I know a lot of people like that. Not really my thing. Not that it affects the use of the knife in any way. You've just got one scale that's G10 and one scale that's stainless steel with no liners in between there. But it, I don't know, it just, I prefer a G10 scale on both sides. It's a little more comfortable for me, but it still works. So what I do like about it, I like the aesthetics. I like the profile of this. The blade's got a nice shape to it. I think it looks good. The handle looks good. It's fairly simple, but it's got nice texturing to it and contours. And I like the pivot cap. They got creative with the design on the pivot cap, if you can see that. I don't know, the light might be bad. And also on this side too, it has a more decorative type pivot cap. And even the stop for the for the opening, or sorry, for the frame lock, it looks good too. So I like the aesthetics of it. The ergonomics are really nice on it. Actually, that's a very comfortable knife to hang on to. Bigger hands might find it a little slim, because it is a slim knife through here. Not a lot of body. But it does curve nice with the hand, and with that jimping there, you get good purchase. And with the flipper tab there, it just gives you that extra leverage. So if you were cutting with this knife, you could easily get a good grip on it and slice away tomatoes or things like that, whatever you might be cutting, rope, different things. So yeah, it has really good ergonomics to it. The pivot on it is actually quite smooth. It works really well, not a lot of effort. It's not quite as smooth as your fancier ones, but then again, you're only paying 30 bucks for this knife, so it drops down. And I like the jimping on the back. It gives you a good grip. And the knife is solid. It hasn't got any movement up or down, which is nice. And it lines up pretty much straight down the middle. So that's good. They've done well in that. So the things that I didn't like about it, like I say, I'm not a big fan of the mixed handle, and again, that's just me. It doesn't affect the knife in any way, the performance of the knife. And the frame lock on it is a little stiff. You can see, actually, if I pull it over, it does go over quite a ways from the side there. I don't know if you can see that. It does have a fair bit of distance there between it and the stop, but other than that, it's still workable. It's not super difficult. It's just a little more stiff than I prefer it to, the frame locks to be. So, but other than that, it's a decent knife, and we'll do a little bit of a sharpness test here, see how it fares with the sharpness. I think it seems like it's got a fairly decent edge on it. We'll try the old, whoops. Of course, I went and cut that pretty short, so I can hardly get a hold of it. But it does cut. And it cuts this rope without too much trouble. Goes through that fairly easy. We'll try the old zip tie and see how it does with that. Oops, and it rides up the blade. Oh, okay. A little more trouble with the zip tie, but it does cut that. And if I got a piece of paper around here somewhere, let's see, maybe let's see what this does. Now, it's got a little bit of a drag on the edge there. Oh, there we go. So it's fairly decent sharpness on it. So it would definitely work cutting rope and different things like that. So you could easily get away with that. And size wise, like I say, it's just over 8 inches. So there's the Benchmade mini griptilian, a little bit bigger than that, and the OKC Rat 2. So it's got a bit of length on that one as well. And also, last but not least, the old Spyderco Tenacious. It has a bit of length on that one as well. So it is a longer knife if you're looking for a bigger knife, and should have cleaned that off. That's all dusty. But it is, yeah, it's a little bigger knife for those people who like the bigger knives. And you can see on the blade here, it says WithArmour Lightnings. And then on this side, It has Avalon D2 steel, serial number, and designed by RoarDragon.com. So, yeah, that's what you get with the Avalon. So this would make a good EDC. Like I say, if somebody's looking for a budget EDC and they want the harder steel, this would definitely do it. And like I say, it's got good ergonomics to it. So it's a comfortable knife to hang on to. The pocket clip is nice, and it's slim in your pocket too, which is nice. You can see it doesn't have a lot of big profile in that. It actually is quite slim, so it fits in the pocket quite well. And then with the rounded, your hand just kind of slides off when it's in the pocket, and it works out well. So that is WithArmour Avalon, and you can find, they have their own website that you can order knives from. And like I say, I got this one, Warriors and Wonders, here in Canada. And I didn't check to see how many other places sell these, but I'm sure if you look online, you can find them. So, WithArmour Avalon. Well, thank you for joining me on this review. I'll have another review in a couple days. But until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.